So we're coming to the conclusion of Zman Simchatenu, the festival of Sukkot, and we're about to embark on Shmini Atzeret and Simchat Torah. Simchat Torah, most famously known from the young to the young at heart, as a time of celebration, joy, simcha, dancing with the Torahs. The energy, the enthusiasm, the excitement is palpable. This year will be different, of course, as we know, as all the Chagim have been. We won't have the traditional way of celebrating. But I've been grappling about this concept of Zman Simchatenu. We hear it being said over and over in time of your joy. Be b'simcha, be happy, joy, happiness, happiness, happiness. And you ask yourself, what does that mean? Maybe I don't feel so happy right now. Maybe there's not such reasons to celebrate. So much going on in the world, coronavirus, all other challenges. I don't feel like I need to celebrate. I don't feel the joy. And so I'd like to share a message that I was taught by one of my greatest teachers that I have, my 5-year-old son. Sometimes the greatest teachers are not our Rebbes or our Rebbitzins. They're not the academics or the historians, but they are our children. Our children teach us such profound messages at times. 2 experiences, 2 incidents that happened over the last few weeks, both which have really been sitting on my mind, and I've been grappling with them and really feeling and focusing that my son has taught me something so very profound. The first occurred just the other day. We were sitting and playing, and I got a bit tired, and my son said to me, Tati, I said, look, I'm going to go do something else. He said, please, look, you don't have to play with me. I know that, we've been playing. Obviously, he didn't say it as profound as that, but he said, just sit and be around and just watch me. And so I did. I got a book and I started reading, and he was playing his games. And I kept sort of glancing at him and seeing this incredible sense of comfort. And in a sense, bliss, internal happiness. He was playing his games, but he felt the sense of security because I was just sitting there watching him, even though I was not engaged with the game at the time. It was incredible. I saw happiness. A few weeks earlier, my son had to go through some dental surgery, and I remember the nurses and doctors telling us that when he wakes up, make sure that one of the parents, and I was the one who took him, would be there. When he opens his eyes, he could see you. And so, of course, they called me before he woke up, and as he opened his eyes, he was certainly in a lot of physical pain. But as he saw me, he had this smile. And as I said, he was hurting because it was sore. But when he saw my face and I saw his reaction, it was like almost he had this internal joy. He had this eternal comfort and happiness because he knew what? Because he had trust that there was something out there, someone out there who was his parent who cared and loved him. And while it was sore and while it was hurting, he had this sense of calm in a way. These 2 things have really been sitting with me as we've been hearing this lesson over and over again. Zman Simchatenu, happiness, happiness, happiness. And I thought to myself, what does it mean to really be happy? When can a person truly feel that joy? And the answer is that it can even be when you're hurting, when you're going through some painful experiences, you can still be happy in a way. How? When you have trust in Hashem. When you have trust in something bigger than yourself. And often the challenge in having trust is humility. Sometimes we can't feel we have trust in someone else, in trust in our higher being, because it's all about ourselves. So the lesson that we need to begin with is to start being more humble, learning about the greatness of God, recognizing that yes, we're important, and of course it's about Bishvili Nivra Olam, the world is created for me, I have to make the world a better place, but it's not only about me. It's about how do I make the lives of others better. And when you start to feel more humble and you bring that humility internally, then you can start to say there's something else out there that's watching me. God is there with me. And the more that you can have the sense and the feeling of trust in a higher being, a higher power, you can feel happy because you know that there's someone holding your hand all the way. I know it's not easy. I know that I grapple with it at times. But there's times when you start to feel, you know what, Hashem, you're with me. I'm holding your hand. We're walking along this road together. And yes, just like a parent, sometimes the pain that the child's feeling, the parent can't necessarily take away, or there's a reason for it perhaps. But the child knows that the father or the mother is there for them. And so this Simchat Torah, I'd like to share a message that Eli taught me. Whilst we might not be able to dance around, whilst it might be painful what we're going through, if we can have trust, if we can start to feel and build on that. So even if we're sitting in our dining rooms, but to contemplate that there's something out there that cares for me, that there's a God out there that loves me and cherishes me, that is simcha. That is true joy. We know that our father, our parent, our mother is watching us while we play. Is there when we're going through painful experiences. And so let us have Zman Simchatenu in the true sense, internal joy, where Hashem, we know, is out there holding us, looking after us, taking care of us. That will bring joy. So wishing you a Chag Sameach. Even if we can't dance, we can still feel that trust, and that will bring the true joy, the internal joy, which all of us, I'm sure, will really benefit from. Chag Sameach and a beautiful Yom Tov ahead.